Yo, 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 what's good, world? You already know who it is, man. It's your boy, man. Back with another one like I never left, man. This right here is gonna be something new that just came out. It's about your boy Diddy, of course. He just got some new lawsuits. He got 6 new lawsuits, and one was with the underage kid. I think he was like 13 or 14 or something like that they said. So he got those cases that's up and going. And then also they saying that your boy Chris Brown, he got ties in with the Diddy stuff, man, and they trying to ruin him, shut him down, man. They about to give him the beat down, if you will, man. But then also some more news that's coming out about your boy Diddy too, man. Your boy Bow Wow, man. Bow Wow, he's saying that he missed the parties and stuff, man, and it ain't the same without him, Bow Wow is somebody that's been rocking with him, man, for a long time since he first jumped off the porch with Jermaine Dupri, so he's accustomed to it, and he rocks with Diddy, man. So he said he miss him, man. Ain't no party like a Diddy party, man, like LeBron say. And then speaking of LeBron, they saying that he's awfully quiet right now since he ain't been coming out really about nothing since that whole incident done happened. And from what they're rumoring, they're saying that your boy Diddy and LeBron was supposedly, allegedly, all of this is allegedly, y'all. This is for entertainment purposes only. I keep everything 50-50. I'm not on one side more than the other or anything like that. I'm neutral with it. And, I chime in with y'all opinions and things and such, and we just talk about it, But yeah, they saying LeBron's been super quiet, and he ain't been causing no smoke, man. And this is it's kind of a weird situation for them to be in. But then also we got another thing where Reggie White was talking about it. He was talking about how he was going to get locked up, the time limit he had, things of such like that was going on. He was right on with the time, man. It's crazy. Another one, your boy Aiden Ross, the YouTube influencer, big dog. He was talking about the Diddy parties. He didn't want to mention what he saw or what happened or what he did, that was going on. He didn't want to mention much about anything, but he letting you know that he's been there. He's been in attendance. But then also I got something big. I'm not about to spoil all of this because I want y'all to check everything out and let me know what y'all think. But also, they saying that Kamala Harris, of course, Donald Trump been cool with Diddy, but they said that Kamala has been there multiple and multiple times. I mean, she was like a regular kind of sort of, going and attending these parties. And, it's going to bring her down if she's on these tapes and things of such, because they saying they selling the tapes. Of course, y'all know about that. They said he's selling these tapes. He been selling them allegedly. He was supposed to been selling them on the dark web, but yeah, if she's on it, she's ruined. I mean, most of y'all know how Kamala got to where she's at. If you don't, she climbed up the ladder, and the party attendance was a must for her. So she gets caught up into that. Trump, he's gonna have full ride scholarship on her. I'm telling you, this is gonna be crazy, a crazy thing to see. Especially coming from a female president. This is, oh man, it's crazy. Then also you have one of the women that's coming out. She's like spilling all the tea, talking about every and anything that's been going on that she had went through. That she's coming forward. I mean, this is unbelievable, man. Like the amount of things that's going on. They allegedly saying that Diddy had tunnels under his bed as well that lead to churches and schools and jails and other people's places, celebrities and whatnot, and all of it would being connected. And one of the women that I just mentioned that came out, she was saying that the tunnels are so big, you get lost. You gotta be with people. They have underground living under their houses. Everything you stock, a warehouse, whatnot. They got everything down there. So people live there too. So all this coming out is just crazy, man. And It's more to it. I can't give you all the tea. I want y'all to check out the video. Let me know what y'all think, man. Drop in the comments, man. Let's talk about this one. You know, let's see what we can come up with on this subject, this topic here, man. You know, I want to say also, I appreciate all y'all love and support, man. You already know, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Without y'all, I wouldn't be able to do this, man. And while y'all edit, you know what I'm gonna say. Run it up for me, man. Hit that subscribe button. Run that thing up for me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, man. I appreciate y'all so much, man. All your love and support is, like I just said, as always, man. You know, to the next one, man. Peace, love, happiness. Stay warm, stay cool, be out the way, man. And I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. I'm out.
Between Diddy and Epstein, there's probably several thousand hours of footage here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird that the people on those videos are lecturing the rest of us about our moral failings, isn't it?
Yeah, it's weird.
What is that?
Well, I mean, part of how they deflect attention from themselves is by, criticizing the morals of others.
Yes.
It's sort of like a preemptive moral strike. Those who are saying Trump is a threat to democracy are themselves actually the threat to democracy.
It feels like we're getting to a place where the rest of us know too much. Like, what happens next now that we know all this? The kidnapper's shown us his face. Like, what happens?
Well, I think if Trump wins, we can do some house cleaning and shed light on things.
Celebrities who sold their souls for their careers and ultimately paid the price. Number 1. LeBron James. As early as 2 years ago, Kanye once exposed that James sold his soul to Pdiddy for $100 million. James is a big shot, regarded as one of the greatest stars of this century, but at that time, Kanye was facing the threat of unemployment, coupled with the fact that James said he would sue Kanye to defend his reputation at that time. The whole world thought Kanye was crazy because of unemployment. However, as P. Diddy was imprisoned, more and more accusations against P. Diddy came from all aspects. James has also come under scrutiny. Other athletes are also suspected, such as boxer Devin Haney. If all this is true, none of them can escape. Number 2. Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber was discovered by Usher and signed by him when he was only 13 years old, and Usher is closely related to P. Diddy, so P. Diddy also had an intersection with Justin Bieber. P. Diddy once said in public that he had given guidance to Justin Bieber for a period of time. There is a video that once recorded P. Diddy saying, "Justin Bieber will be with me in the next 48 hours. We will have a crazy good time." Later, P. Diddy also took Justin Bieber to some parties. Diddy even directly gave Bieber a Lamborghini. However, later Justin Bieber began to deliberately distance himself from P. Diddy. His temperament also became very irritable, with continuous misdeeds and disrespect for women. Now that P. Diddy is imprisoned, Justin now wants nothing to do with this disgraced musician.
No wonder Jay-Z, who has become the focus for Jaguar Wright, is filing a lawsuit as she has lost her sanity, and Beyonce is making her pay the price. Days ago, people were shocked by Jaguar Wright publicly accusing Jay-Z and Beyonce of murder on mainstream platforms and alleging their close ties with Diddy. With Diddy's arrest, many have started a witch hunt, and Jaguar Wright has leveraged this to transition from internet personality to television live broadcasts. But she has lost her reason in pursuit of followers, shouting at the camera that Jay-Z is next, showing no concern for the truth of the situation. Now Beyonce is ready to make her pay. According to online reports, Beyonce and Jay-Z's lawyers have already taken action, drafting a legal notice regarding Jaguar Wright's actions, and also addressing the Piers Morgan show for inviting her, stating that if Piers Morgan does not publicly apologize during the broadcast and remove her segment, they will also file a lawsuit against the show. It remains unclear whether Jaguar Wright has received the legal notice or if her accusations can be substantiated. Many netizens still believe that Jay-Z and Beyonce are guilty, and we can only hope that if any side is truthful, their accusations or lawsuits are valid.
Now she's flat out saying he drugged me and R-worded me, and she includes two things that's going to make the headlines. She now includes that it happened at a Diddy party. That's number 1. And number 2, she includes that not only she was drugged, she includes sexual deviant behavior by Kanye with his now current wife, Bianca Censori. Keep in mind, why are you doing all this in a complaint? If you're suing Kanye, how did it slip your mind that he R-worded you? That you have to come back months later to tell us he R-worded you? Chat, think about this. So you're telling me you filed a lawsuit back in August, and it slipped your mind to tell us that he R-worded you, but now, in October, you remember and you added to the complaint? This seems like a big part of the story. But okay, remember, we got to believe all victims. Who knows? Maybe she was so traumatized, she was scared. You know, new thing? Oh, I was scared he might do something to me. I couldn't really tell you the truth at the time, so now I'm telling you. Okay, we believe you.
Just never thought I'd see it like this. Like, nah. He's like the gatekeeper to the game. To the point to where, what weekend just passed? Like BET Award weekend, it didn't, like the past 2, they just didn't feel right. Because there was no motion, there was no parties. There was nowhere to go. Like,
let's be very specific between like, parties and freak-offs.
No, the industry, like the parties that we attend. Like, there's me, the Terrences,
I left before 1. I never stayed. I've only been to 2 parties, and I've never seen a freak off.
Yeah, but it shows, and once again, I'm separating it, right? I'm talking about him as the artist, the person, right? How monumental and how important he was to the culture. Because I said, Jermaine, there's no parties. Every year, dude he had the fest, and you feel it. It's like a hole. It's like, damn, we ain't going. He was just such a gatekeeper from the liquor in the clubs, like he was everything.
Well, because the Me Too movement was a ruse. It was a setup. It was a scam. I'm saying that now, publicly. Dream Hampton spearheaded the Surviving R. Kelly campaign, which fueled the Me Too campaign. And that was all funded by Sean Carter, to make sure that Robert Kelly went to jail, get his lick back? Why is nobody understanding that Dream Hampton was being financed and ran by Sean Carter? They were able to go and get all of these witnesses because he was there with Robert Kelly. How does Jay-Z sit down with Gayle King and she not ask him one question about the intersection between him and Aaliyah and Robert Kelly? This is insane that people keep refusing to see what's right there. If the Me Too movement were real, why aren't they speaking now? They've also been very quiet in this time of the diddler's downfall.
Jaguar,
Guess they on vacation.
But that's not all. She also had something to say about Aaliyah's death, claiming that she was allegedly unalived by Beyonce.
I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim
Keeping
Porter?
people against their will, putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about. Pierce.
Jaguar definitely didn't hold back with that claim. She said what she said. Like I mentioned, the rumors about Aaliyah's death being foul play have been floating around for years. Fans have always connected the dots back to the Carters, saying it all happened because of Jay-Z's alleged obsession with Aaliyah and how it reportedly made Beyonce jealous. Before Jay-Z became fixated on Aaliyah, she was married to his close friend R. Kelly. Yeah, the same R. Kelly that Jaguar accused Jay-Z of setting up to bring down. And let's not forget the shadiest part of all of this. R. Kelly basically forced Aaliyah into that marriage when she was only 15 and he was 27. Her parents had to step in and get the whole thing annulled, but still, it was very creepy that Jay-Z knew all about it and didn't say nothing, and watched his bestie marry her at that age, only for him to turn around and develop his own obsession. Now, for some context, in the early 2000s, Aaliyah was the it girl in Hollywood. She was not just one of the top female stars, she was easily the biggest, hands down. And with all that fame, of course she had a lot of admirers. Everybody was trying to shoot their shot, including Jay-Z and Dame Dash. The two were already having some tension, but when they got to competing for Aaliyah's attention, baby, that's when things got even messier, and it led to Jay-Z betraying Dame in the worst way possible. He sold out the record label right from under him. Aaliyah definitely knew she was that girl, and she was not about to let nobody forget it. Sis was out here enjoying the attention, playing the field, hanging out with different guys, but never really locking it in with any of them. And according to sources, it wasn't even about getting physical. She just loved the attention and all the gifts that came with it. Jay-Z and Dame Dash were both in that mix trying to win her over, all while knowing the other was doing the exact same thing. It was like this silent competition between the two of them, each of them trying to outdo each other for Aaliyah's affection.
I kind of eased up, but then we ran into each other. It's a long story.
So you and Jay was both getting at Aaliyah, obviously.
Everybody was getting at Aaliyah, bro.
Right.
She was like, you know, she'll go to dinner with her. She wasn't going to just be smashing.
Two friends chasing the same girl? Yeah, that's always a disaster waiting to happen. I mean, we've seen this too many times, and it never ends well. So, of course, the jealousy kicked in quick, and Aaliyah was not making things easier. She was going on dates with both Jay and Dame, living her best life, while they was probably giving each other major side eye on the regular. I mean, it's no surprise that things went downhill very fast. And y'all know Jay-Z does not take his L's lightly, so the whole situation was already on shaky ground. But things hit the fan when Aaliyah finally decided to get with Dame. And the kicker? Dame didn't even tell Jay-Z outright, but Jay still found out because it all went down at a 4th of July party where they were all at. Awkward much?
So you know this is going to be hard for me because his friends laugh.
All right, Patriots, this one just in. This is gonna sting a little bit, and I've noticed some of my followers are saying unfollow just because I report Trump and people on this list. I didn't make the list. They did. Remember that, Patriots. But now it's not safe for me to say this, but to prove that I am not on anybody's paycheck or agenda, we're gonna take down Kamala Harris today. Why? Because we've all seen a video circulating recently of her and Montel Jordan dating. They went to a Diddy party. Nobody knows what happened there. Keep it rolling, Sam. Now, there's a photo circulating of Kamala, Diddy, and Montel's sister. Stay woke. It's doctored, okay? Because Trump just shared it and already deleted it. So I'm trying to keep you guys on the right path. Now, To any of my Trumpers out there, please, let's stay unified, patriots. That's what they want. You don't get it. This thing goes to both sides, and I'm just a messenger, please. Now, also, here is how Diddy is linked to the administration, because Trump pushed him away because Diddy was all BLM at the time, and he said Trump cannot be president by all means. Trump won the presidency. Trump said, sorry, Diddy, too bad now. Then Trump pushed Diddy away. Who did he push him to, Sam? Biden and Harris. That's the connection, folks, and that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Now, don't get mad. It's everywhere. Now, how did it happen? Diddy threw several parties for the Biden-Harris administration where Sleepy Joe was supposedly like, hey, doing his slow dance. They said he fell asleep on the dance floor. Such a white guy. Now, patriots, stay woke. I have no political affiliations. This thing has just taken sides of its own, okay? But remember this. Diddy wanted to stop Trump. Diddy wanted to stop Trump. Why? Diddy could be behind some of these attempts that have been happening. The third attempt just happened in Coachella. This thing is crazy. I don't support violence, patriots. I am a man of love. Please, you guys know that about me. I love all of my loyal patriot followers. It is not safe for me to be saying this information right now. Please, patriots, pray for me and my family. And until then, this is Secret Service Sam signing out. I salute you. Samson for president.
Of lawsuits that are filed against Sean Diddy Combs. For the first time, the 54-year-old music mogul is being sued by a person alleging he was abused by Combs as a minor. Jerika Duncan reports on that and the other disturbing accusations, which we learned about yesterday.
It's a growing legal battle for Sean Diddy Combs, who now faces 6 new civil suits alleging sexual assault, rape, and sexual abuse. The suits were filed anonymously by 4 men and 2 women in a Manhattan court Monday. CBS News legal analyst Ricky Kleeman.
How significant is it to have 6 more civil lawsuits filed against Diddy at this time?
It's highly significant, because it not only shows that there are other alleged victims out there who are willing to file a civil lawsuit, but it also gives the prosecution more access to the possibility of having other witnesses who tell horrific stories.
The accusations include incidents ranging from 1995 to 2021, taking place at locations like a department store stockroom, hotel, and an event space bathroom. Some involve Combs and his, quote, agents and employees using this container to insert drugs into alcoholic drinks at parties. One complaint describes an alleged incident between a then 16-year-old and the music mogul at one of his infamous white parties in the Hamptons back in 1998. The suit claims shortly after the two met, Combs abruptly told him to drop his pants as a way to prove himself, then molested him, allegedly asking, "Don't you want to break into the business?" In response to these latest allegations, Combs' legal team says the barrage of filings were clear attempts to garner publicity, adding, "In court, the truth will prevail. Mr. Combs has never sexually assaulted anyone, adult or minor, man or woman." Following his arrest in September and arraignment for a sex trafficking and racketeering case, Combs remains behind bars at a Brooklyn detention center.
The lawyer representing the alleged victims says they are just a handful of at least 120 accusers that have come forward and that more lawsuits are expected. The U.S. Attorney's Office could investigate these civil cases and ask for those deemed credible.
I still got a relationship with Puff. Whenever I talk to him, it's always going to be the same. He ain't never been nothing to me but a good person. Outside of the Cassie situation, which, you know, I think they settled that, right? So he had that.
Oh, he settled it quick.
Right. So that means that he owned up to whatever it was that they had. And he took the responsibility to settle something that was in the media that needed to be settled, is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So outside of that, all the extra it just seems like, so again, I don't know what's true, I don't know what's false, but I know that my rapport with Diddy has always been 100. He's always been a good to me, and I'm just reading headlines like you.
The Game, the notorious rapper from Compton, has a reputation for not always telling the truth. From his outlandish stories to his questionable relationships, the streets have been buzzing for years about his tendency to twist the facts.
It's whack because it's like, how do you think that a lie sounds better than the truth? Like the truth is the truth, like you're successful, bro, right? So that's all that anybody cares about, the end result, you being successful.
But recently, people are starting to ask some tough questions, especially about his alleged connection to music mogul Diddy. What's even more alarming, The Game has apparently been caught lying on camera multiple times, including about Diddy, a man whose scandals seem never-ending.
Been around Puff for millions of times, and I ain't never seen, you know, none of the that people are talking about, but that's just my experience.
Fans are even wondering, does Diddy have something on him? Is The Game protecting more than just his image? Let's be real, The Game isn't exactly known for keeping it 100%. Over the years, he's been caught lying more than a few times, whether it's about his career, street cred, or even personal relationships. And now, with questions swirling around Diddy's past, The Game has found himself in hot water once again for fiercely defending the Bad Boy Records CEO. Diddy has been embroiled in scandals for decades, from criminal accusations to whispers about his involvement in dark circles in the entertainment industry.
I still got a relationship with Puff. Whenever I talk to him, it's always gonna be the same. He ain't never been nothing to me but a good person.
But here's the twist. Many fans are beginning to believe The Game isn't just a loyal friend. He might be hiding something far more sinister. The Game has gone on record multiple times, saying that he's been around Diddy millions of times, and that he's never seen anything shady. On the surface, this sounds like loyalty. But when you factor in Diddy's long history of scandal, The Game's defense starts to look a little suspicious.
I've been around Puff for millions of times, and I ain't never seen, you know, none of the that people are talking about, but that's just my experience. Outside of the Cassie situation, which, you know, I think they settled that, right? So he had that.
Oh, he settled it quick.
Right. So that means that he owned up to whatever it was that they had. Well, he took the responsibility to settle something that was in the media that needed to be settled, is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So outside of that, all the extra it just seems like...
One of the most eyebrow-raising aspects of this defense is the fact that The Game knows about the rumors that have been swirling around Diddy for years, especially the claims that Diddy has manipulated or coerced people within the industry. Yet, despite all of this, The Game continues to defend him. The question is, why?
I think that there are several rappers that are in the closet and gay. And see, those are the type of gay people that, the only type of gay people I have a problem with.
One person who has called out The Game is Charleston White. Charleston even went as far as to suggest that anyone who has been around Diddy for a long time likely knows about his dark side, making The Game's continued loyalty even more questionable.
All you done seen, and you stayed quiet all this time, how you get to be a fly on the wall is what I want to know. Same with, like, I had Whack 100 one time. Who keep telling you all the gay secrets, nigga?
Could it be that The Game is protecting more than just a friendship? Well, some fans might think so. You see, one of the most bizarre rumors surrounding The Game and Diddy is the claim that Diddy took him shopping multiple times. This phrase might sound innocent enough, but in industry circles, it's often code for something far more sinister. Fans have speculated that...
I think it's time for us to address the elephant in the room.
R. Kelly was the first corporately sponsored pedophile. Everybody knew.
Once it came out on R. Kelly, Jay-Z fled the scene.
The point was he knew all the time.
For 20 years, Jay-Z refused to speak out against R. Kelly, but his former partner, Dame Dash, won't stay silent.
Aaliyah is key to everything. Aaliyah and I were very serious. We talked about getting married, so I knew exactly what went on. She'd just be like, no, that's a bad man.
R. Kelly did indeed marry his protege, the 15-year-old singer Aaliyah Houghton.
Like, Aaliyah was like the sacrificial lamb for all that.
22-year-old rising star Aaliyah has been killed in a horrific plane crash.
It's a pain that you couldn't understand.
It changed you, turned you into a monster. When Dame was at his lowest, Jay committed the ultimate betrayal.
I had so much trust in my brother, but he did things that I thought he would never do. So what you think I felt all these years?
For 20 years, R. Kelly's power protected him.
At that time, we did not look hard enough.
Remember Aaliyah's album cover?
Age ain't nothing but a number. Sitting back there like Perv Master.
I mean, I wasn't there. You know, I ain't have nothing to do with that.
They made a song together called Not Guilty. Anybody that knows what happened to my girl that with me should not be with homie, period.
Tell me about the relationship with Jay-Z. You and Jay-Z formed Rockefeller Records in the 90s. Are you and Jay-Z still friends?
Well, but there's been things where he's been in business with people that are against my honor code. So because of that, I kind of have to keep a distance.
As you hear all this other stuff in the news with R. Kelly, how does that make you feel about him?
I was just shocked at how long he got away with it. And how many people turned and looked the other way. How many people were still, involved with him in any kind of way, knowing all those things.
Before R. Kelly, Dame and Jay were inseparable as they built an empire together.
You've been with Jay-Z since the beginning, right? So,
Yeah, for about 10, 15 years.
Jay-Z and Dame came from street money to starting a label that nobody wanted to sign Jay-Z, so they created their own and turned around and got him famous to where he got a deal. They got a deal at Def Jam.
We all know we're a family at Rockefeller. Jay's my best friend. I'm not ashamed to say it. And we all know this, we close, and that's one of the reasons why we so tight as a family.
Dame always fought for Jay, even when no one else would.
I took it more personal than business because I was fighting for my friends and my brothers as opposed to people I didn't know.
This is the man that came in the corporate offices, and when they was robbing us, he made sure we got what we were supposed to get.
And we built this from nothing, nothing. So there's nothing that we can't see our way through.
But when Dame met Aaliyah, everything changed.
She was one of those people that if she did something first, everyone followed suit, because she was a very forward thinker.
Now, not only do you have your self-titled album coming out, we just heard that you have been confirmed for Matrix 2 and the Matrix 3.
Yeah.
Oh my God, congratulations.
I feel so blessed because everything that I've always wanted is happening to me. And I just feel like I have so many places to go and so many things to enjoy.
But I've never seen anyone that was going to affect the world like she did, despite the fact that she went through a lot of bull. Still very innocent and not jaded.
Aaliyah could see a different side of Dame, but as they got closer, there was one thing in their way.
Our intention at first wasn't even to be in love. We were just really good friends, and we fell for real. It was almost an accident.
My friend Natani brought me to this photo shoot in LA, and it was called like the It Girls, and we were in the evolution of your soul, and that was where our connection came. We developed a real friendship, but it was always apprehension because other people were trying to get at her.
And then, I guess Jay was trying to get at her as well, and I didn't know. He was sending flowers, and he was courting her.
Because the rumor originally was that you were connected to Jay. Exactly. Jay and I were hanging out a lot. He's my homie. We have a lot of fun together, but we never dated like that.
I'm gonna leave it.
So you have a boyfriend in your life?
It's personal life.
That's
the personal life.
No.
I don't really discuss it. It's hard when you're in this business. You become a public figure. You know what I mean? And everything you do belongs to the public, and that's fine. But there's parts that you want to keep for you.
Dame knew how important Aaliyah's privacy was.
It's not our fault that Justin Bieber got by Diddy.
It's not our fault that Usher didn't want to get by Diddy anymore. It is not our fault that Usher didn't want to get by Diddy no more.
Rich. Yo, son, the nigga wanted to be rich, son.
Listen to me. He turned Justin Bieber into a pocket pussy with the
nigga wanted to be rich,
They put the
son.
baby on. Yo, I put the coke in your car. Yeah. I put the coke in your car.
That Bieber is wrong.
You gotta walk away.
No wonder Biggie would rather lose his wealth and leave Bad Boy, because Diddy set 4 traps for him and inherited the $600 million of inheritance that originally belonged to him. Before Biggie's death, his net worth was only $10 million, but he left the album Life After Death that shocked the whole United States. Biggie died before this album, and Diddy earned $600 million in income by virtue of the copyright. Perhaps he became famous by taking advantage of Biggie's death. Biggie was first discovered by Diddy in 1992. Diddy admired his musical talent and signed him. With Diddy's support, Biggie's debut album earned $160 million in income. Since then, the two have been bound together. Diddy values commercial value more than music itself, coupled with the fact that Diddy never hides his love for men. Biggie was dissatisfied with the record company after witnessing many dark events. It is said that he had planned to leave the record company before his death. But because Diddy set traps, Biggie was forced to sell his music copyright to Diddy at the lowest price. It was only discovered after his death that not long ago Diddy had bought huge insurance for him, and the beneficiary of the insurance is also Diddy. At the same time, Diddy's former bodyguard said that Biggie's family has always been under his surveillance. All these circumstances seem to indicate that Diddy is not innocent.
Kim's death wasn't even investigated, bro. Her death wasn't even investigated. It should have been a proper investigation so all the family members can feel like that there was no foul play in her death. 10% of your viewers that's watching this don't keep their phone when they go to sleep in arm reach. How is it that there was no electronic products or gadgets around Kim's bed? Her laptop missing, her cell phone's missing. The detectives did not even view the body in the bed where she died at. That the coroner had already removed her, pronounced her dead, and told the detectives that it was no foul play. That case need to be reopened. We know that Kim, and it's in the this is in the documentation work, and it said Kim received a massage for about an hour. And do we know whether she used that baby oil or not for that massage? It makes you say, You got to understand, man, that it's a lot of stuff that has been happening. Now, some people even said that her casting was ordered 2 months before she died.
Let me tell you something.
To this day,
the hip-hop police is doing a federal sweep. They knocking off all our legendary artists and entertainers with their past allegations. First, R. Kelly, then Diddy, now Chris Brown. Can you believe that Chris Brown is under investigation for putting his goddamn paws on multiple women? Allegedly, we all know that Chris Brown pulled the Ike Turner on Rihanna big forehead ass back in 2009. And it took Chris Brown forever and a lifetime to clean his face in the media. After he did that, he owned up to that and he fixed that and he got back on stage. Then he went through a whole episode with karaoke and they caused her to get a 5-year restraining order on Chris Breezy. Then Chris Brown went at Tiana Taylor at Usher's little skate party he had last year. Well, now, allegedly, the same Jay-Z that backdoored R. Kelly with the Surviving R. Kelly documentary is now backdooring CB in the Surviving Chris Breezy documentary. And that documentary is allegedly bringing forth Chris Brown new accusers that will detail their horrific encounters with Chris Breezy. Lizane Gutierrez came out recently as one of the alleged victims of Chris Brown. As she revealed the documentary on Chris Brown is near release date. The title of the Chris Brown documentary is called, literally, Chris Brown, A History of Violence. And it seems like a big money play by these alleged victims because Chris Brown just grossed some big mega millions on his latest tour that just ended. Well, apparently these allegations is now starting to grow legs to stop Chris Brown bang. Because he had a show in South Africa and the promoters just canceled the goddamn show. And they stated that the reason for canceling the Chris Brown show was because of Chris Brown DV allegations. South Africa definitely don't play the radio when it comes to this kind of bad publicity. They ain't finna put you on those stages. They ain't finna put you in front of their people when you got GBB, all kind of SA, and goddamn DV allegations on your head, man. Well, now, guess what? They done started a petition on goddamn Chris Brown, red, light-skinned, Drake-looking ass. They got a petition called Mute Chris Brown. And that petition, at the time of this video, when you watching it, has reached well over 30,000 signatures. At the time of this video, Chris Brown has over 20 lawsuits against him right now. I'm talking about right now. These are public records that you could go research right now. Do your Google.
Talent will always take you places that character just can't keep you. But all these women coming out on these goddamn superstars out of nowhere in an attempt to collect the bag and tarnish their legacy in the process, years later, just don't sit right with me. I never give a man a pass that put his hands on women, man. But to not call authorities and seek money in lawsuits because the man is rich, successful, and famous leaves me questioning, is it true or is it make-believe, man? These women could be falsely tearing down some of the most biggest icons we gonna ever see in this lifetime. But if this man did commit SA and GBV and they prove it to be true, then he deserved to be goddamn canceled. But if they falsifying these goddamn testimonies that they putting out, talking about surviving Chris Brown, surviving R. Kelly, surviving Diddy, then they need to be facing the same amount of time that they giving Diddy and R. Kelly and possibly CB Chris Breezy. We gotta start scrutinizing these accusers that want money and not justice, cause it's giving broke victim vibes. But y'all comment below and let me know. I know Chris Brown a little cuckoo, a little crazy, a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puff, but y'all let me know if y'all think he putting them hands on the women like that, or do y'all think that they making it up trying to get a bag? I know times hard, people can't afford groceries. I know it's hard out there, people want little gas money, but do y'all think that this is real? Because if it was really real, man, if somebody put their hand on your daughter, if somebody put their hand on your wife, is you gonna just accept a bag and just let it go up under the rug like that, or you want justice? Y'all comment below and let me know how y'all feel about the situation. Y'all make sure y'all like the video. Y'all make sure y'all share this video, baby. We the big.
They lead to amusement parks, they lead to hospitals, cemeteries, schools, celebrity homes. They lead everywhere.
Part 7. The FBI's investigation into the tunnels of the Diddy's mansion is finally coming to a close, and they've found more shocking new content. As I mentioned in a previously posted video, the FBI found access to Michael Jackson's basement in the Diddy's tunnels and also found a large amount of adult toys and baby oil in one of the secret rooms. But did you think that was the end of it? When the FBI temporarily left the Diddy mansion, a drone captured a suspicious figure over the mansion, zooming in. You can see that it's an old man with black hair and pale skin who appeared in the backyard for only 3 short minutes before walking back into the basement. Combined with previous clues, many people speculate that this may be Michael Jackson himself, because ever since Michael Jackson's funeral, his coffin has never been opened, so people have been questioning his death. Then again, why did he want to hide him? In the FBI's interrogation, Diddy acted very uneasy and claimed to have no knowledge of this. The FBI had no choice but to launch a deeper investigation into the mansion. This time, they are in the other side of the tunnel of the mansion, found another hidden passageway, led by a SWAT team. The FBI discovers a big, scary secret. You can't imagine what they saw. Follow me and you'll see part 8.
It's rumored. Rumored. I'm going to literally scream that. It's rumored that like people like Diddy, crazy person to say it first, Rihanna, Jayz, Beyonce, all these kinds of people are rumored to have herpes. You know?
What?
Usher, all that kind of stuff. Like some of the most successful people in the industry, some of the most successful people in just regular business have herpes, have things like HIV, have hepatitis. There's hepatitis strains that are incurable. Like there's things that people don't know that behind closed doors somebody's going through, and they might look up to that person. You know?
Yeah. I got to be honest. Years ago when
And you said being on that boat made you feel like you had hair. That's why you was sitting between Diddy's legs, because he was braiding your hair. You said that.
I said nothing about, I ain't even have no hair. Okay, let me get my thoughts together. I did not have hair to braid. So I know when you look at
on the Breakfast Club, when you drink Ciroc, you said you didn't know what was in the rock. That's how it starts. And you said you drank the Ciroc, and you said it made you like you had hair. That's what you said.
I said, first off, the Ciroc we speak of, it ain't even out in these streets. It's called Ciroc 10. And it was an exclusive line that nobody had. So it's safe to say, did I punish the bottle? Yes. Did I drink a little bit more than everybody on the boat? Yes. Was I having a good time?
And it made you feel like you had hair. Point where you sat between Diddy's legs and he pretended to braid your hair. I didn't make this up, Donnell. Picture says 1,000 words.
The one word, it don't say 1,000 words. First off, you gotta when you look
1,000 words.
when you look
500 of those words are take that.
The Boulay are gatekeepers.
In Atlanta every year. And the big time dignitaries, college presidents, corporate CEOs, all of the great people that you would think of that has made it in this society that's exclusive, that the ones that the government approved, the ones that you see on all these TV shows and different things like that. She said there's bank presidents, any kind of top-notch Negro, they say that these people, they fly into Atlanta, men, and they have this great day in Atlanta every weekend, every year, a great day annually, and they fly in and they fuck each other. You see, so this thing is going even beyond the Boulay. It's although a lot of these members and a lot of this stuff was chartered by the Boulay, there's all these people and they go in and they fuck each other. These great so-called powerful black men. And so we're talking about an elite society, not just even in the secret society of the Boulay, but your political society.
Are you talking about the gay Boulay or the gay black political scene?
We talking about the gay Boulay, okay. which would be the catalyst. The gay black political scene. You see what I'm saying? Whereas some of your congressmen is gay, like John Lewis.
So tell me about your birthday party. Am I invited?
Yes. Amidst Diddy's ongoing controversies, another connection has emerged that's reportedly shaking the entertainment industry. This person is none other than beloved TV host Ellen DeGeneres. According to explosive reports, DeGeneres' association with Sean Diddy Combs has come under scrutiny, following the release of his alleged list, which has sparked widespread outrage and repercussions. How is Ellen connected to this? What tweet has linked her to Diddy's controversies? The truth is out, and the revelations have raised more questions than answers. Ellen DeGeneres and Diddy, a friendship under scrutiny. There's always been a part of the elite world that's always been shrouded in mystery. The dark underbelly of Hollywood's elite is always a magnet to controversies and suspicions, a part that also comes with the devastating consequences of constant scandal. Ellen DeGeneres and Sean Diddy Combs are two of Hollywood's most powerful figures. They are known for their influence, wealth, and long-standing ties within the entertainment industry, and they've been spotted together on several occasions.
Man, this your boy Dr. Dre and his wife. Don't get mad at me, man. Don't get mad at the messenger. I'm just showing y'all this picture with these pictures of Dr. Dre and his wife. You come up with your own conclusion. You tell me what you think. I'm not finna say shit. I'm just gonna put that right there. Let y'all take a good look at it. Take a real good look at it. And then just let me know what y'all think. While y'all thinking, I'm gonna let y'all listen to a little bit of this.
Years making rap tunes. Ever since Honeys was wearing Sassoon. Now it's 95 and they clock me and watch me diamond shining. Looking like I'm Rob Liberace. It's all good from Diego to the Bay. Your city is the bomb if your city making pay. Throw up a finger if you feel the same way. Straight putting it down for California, yeah.
She is Christina Coram, seen here with Diddy in Florida in November after he settled his rape and abuse case with ex-girlfriend Cassie Ventura.
So Sean Diddy Combs' most trusted person has finally turned on him and given the feds the evidence they need to throw him in prison forever. Kristen Coram was appointed Combs' chief of staff in 2020, and by his own words, she was his right hand. Although her name was not mentioned in the indictment, sources say she was one of the most high-ranking supervisors who helped to carry out, facilitate, and cover up his abuse and commercial S-ring.
The indictment also alleges that they helped Combs cover up his crimes.
Not only that, a lawsuit filed by Diddy's former music producer Rodney Lil Rod James revealed all the dirty things Christina did for Diddy, including making employees walk around with fanny packs full of narcotics in case Diddy needed a fix. The lawsuit said Christina was the Ghislaine Maxwell to Sean Combs' Jeffrey Epstein. Now, if you remember, Ghislaine Maxwell is the former girlfriend of the late convicted S-offender Jeffrey Epstein. She is now serving 20 years in prison after being convicted in December 2021 for helping Epstein recruit and SA underage girls. So being compared to her is actually very bad. A source close to the investigation told the New York Post, if anyone is gatekeeping, Christina would know everything. This means Christina has all the dirt needed to bury Diddy forever.
The individuals that witnessed this conduct, or even help, they should really be concerned, because if they don't cooperate, they may face the very real possibility of being charged as co-
See how we do it here on the Saturday. Just with us, good.
Different things. Solange Knowles walks in, Beyonce's sister, into that little, it's called a botanica, a little witchcraft store. Solange Knowles, Beyonce's sister, walks in with her boyfriend, and I'm like, is this a dream? And is this Solange Knowles? He's like, yeah, she comes here regularly. We do rituals for her and her family. And I'm just like, what? Like the Knowles? Like, yeah, man, this is real. And she's buying product and paying for rituals, and I'm like,
man, E5 don't make no mistake, bro. What's E5? Because I heard of it. Oh, shit. Yeah. A lot of people practice it like Senorita or somebody.
Beyonce.
Some people do. Yeah, Beyonce practice E5. She a child of Ocean. She a child of Ocean. She got songs. She got songs like, oh, for real? Talking about her ancestor. Every time she dressed up like her ancestor. When she was pregnant, she dressed up as Oshun.
Oh, wow. So have you ever spoken with the dead?
Yeah, I feed them.
What do you mean?
I feed them all the time. I take care of them for them to take care of me every day.
They're already burying Pdiddy's case right in front of our eyes, just like they did with Epstein a few months ago. The switch of the judge, the sudden quiet from the press, the new motions, all of it screamed cover-up. They weren't just playing games in court, they were playing with the system, making sure that some things never saw the light of day. We'd seen it before. Epstein, big name, even bigger crimes, but somehow everything got swept away, buried in procedural errors and scheduling conflicts. Now, it was happening again, this time with Diddy. They brought in Judge Subramanian like it was nothing, but the truth was obvious to anyone paying attention. Deals were being made behind closed doors, hands shaking in the shadows. Nobody wanted this case to blow up. Too many powerful people had too much to lose. Every time Diddy's lawyers walked in, they seemed too calm, too ready. They knew something the rest of us didn't. Maybe they already knew the outcome. Maybe the real trial wasn't happening in that courtroom, but somewhere else, in those dark spaces where justice isn't about truth. It's about who you know, how deep your pockets go. And just like Epstein, the truth might never come out.
Did you know the disturbing pink hair theory?
No, I don't.
Have you ever noticed how many celebrities suddenly start dyeing their hair pink? But what if I told you it might be a sign of something much darker? There's a disturbing theory that links this change to something they don't want us to know. These celebrities went through horrible times right after changing their hair color. Justin Bieber, who has opened up about his past traumas, Rihanna, who was a victim of Katy Perry, and Demi Lovato, who have battled depression and addiction. Could pink hair be a silent cry for help? Is it their way of expressing something they can't say out loud? These people went through hell, and they dyed their hair pink, right when they were at the peak of their struggles. And now for the scariest part, many of them have connections to a name that keeps coming up in multiple investigations. Diddy, what do all these celebrities have to do with him? Justin and Hailey Bieber, Rihanna, Jade and Kylie Jenner, they've all been seen with Diddy at some point. But why? After getting close to him, something changes. Could Diddy be involved somehow? He's connected to so many dark secrets in the industry. Is he the common link behind all these tragedies? Why did they switch to that color? Did they go through something traumatic that we don't know about? This theory suggests that pink hair might be a hidden scream, a desperate cry for someone to listen. But if it's true, who is paying attention? Comment pink hair if you think these stories deserve to be heard.